Hey everyone, and welcome back to episode 15 of me attempting the Predator achievement. I know yesterday I mentioned that I was going to try a slightly different team than usual, and I think I'm actually going to do that. I still kind of want to stick with Mono Imaginary, just because I know that works, but I don't know if I should double up on a sustain, or I'm just gonna go with Harmony Trailblazer and see how that works. I just want to see how this team comp works, and if it works, then it works. Okay, so we have a lot of I hope that everyone has been having like a good day and stuff. I don't really know what to really talk about right now because I didn't really get a chance to think about anything in particular that I wanted to talk about. I guess I forgot that Remembrance Trailblazer has one of the new combat functions to the game, and so does 5-star Herda, like with the true damage and the fact that Herda can affect that we're getting multiple rows of enemies. So like, I'm once again kind of like, I keep on going back and forth on whether or not I want to pull for Herda or not. And because I completely forgot that her kit is really good for the new thing with the multiple rows of enemies. I'm like, do I try to pull for her or do I not? I think it'll just, I'm still on I don't know, but leaning towards maybe skipping still. But I'll definitely like give Remembrance Trailblazer more of a I won't easily brush them aside as much as I had in the past. Because true damage, from what I understand, is pretty like important, or it will be really important for things. So you definitely don't want to like ignore that, something that important, you know? But like besides that, I don't really have much to talk about. I mean, I just kind of hope here that Welt can pull through with this. I mean, I have Avon as my I'm essentially running two sub DPSs right now, so it'll be fine probably. We'll just see how this goes. Well, it'd be better if I get more than one enemy per domain like this. Cool, another one of those when I don't need it. We can turn that one into one as well. I mean, it won't hurt. Then it's just a matter of which one to go to.
远行，生存还是毁灭，你别无选择。
一无所有，或者赢下所有。
Let's go down one, because I feel like there's a usual... Yeah, okay, nope, it's just another single enemy. Oh boy.
应受此难。一无所有，或者赢下所有。
I think next week I'll try to run this solo with Avon, maybe. I mean, it feels counterintuitive to run a destruction run with a preservation character, but I wonder how successful, I'm just curious to see how successful it will be. Because I've cleared harder things than this with Avon before.
这是手气，安息者，
Like
敬请期待。
留下来吧。
Conundrum, I don't think it was Conundrum level 12.
可以开场。
But I know it was a high Conundrum level for Golden Gears that I cleared with just soloing Avon.
别无选择。
So I want to see if I could do that with the Swarm Disaster, but that'll probably be next week.
小心，
I don't know when, maybe Monday if I remember.
灵以远行。
But
一无所有。
that video might end up being a bit longer though, because it's a lot slower when you're just running with one character.
一无所有，或者赢下所有。买了。
Let's try that one, just in case. I feel like I should trust my builds more, but I don't. So we will see how this goes. I think I'm gonna go down one, depending on if what oh, that was whatever. But I think depending on which one, yeah. So let's go down to here then.
强敌在前，也不妨一试。留下来吧。生存还是毁灭，你别无选择。
I don't know if it's getting caught on my audio, but there's a dog that's just barking up a storm right now.
好梦成真，我买单。
退下吧。
不忘离身，护你左右，领你远行。
生存还是毁灭，你别无选择。
可以开场。冥界已尽，即兴表演，随便花，一无所有，或者赢下所有。
生存还是毁灭，你别无选择。
He's still not really dealing as much damage as I would like him to be for Welt, but like, as long as it works, I guess. And as long as I can clear this, that's all that really matters, right? Okay, I'm gonna see if I can try and get some combat. Hopefully, I get some combat domain change dice roll things.
可以开场。 不枉离身，护你左右，领你远行。
生存还是毁灭，你别无选择。生存还是毁灭，你别无选择。
Yes, that is exactly what I needed. Thank you. Not doing too hot though. At least this domain has, oops. At least this domain has 3. It looks like it's gonna have 3 enemies.
你别无选择。
一无所有，或者赢下所有。一无所有。
Okay, yeah, sure. Just do your ultimate 3 times in a row. Okay. Oh, okay. Which blessing caused that, I wonder?
一无所有，或者赢下所有。护你左右，领你远行。合影开场。明镜已尽。
生存还是毁灭，你别无选择。生存还是毁灭，你别无选择。
一无所有，或者赢下所有。
生存还是毁灭，你别无选择。
不枉离身，护你左右，领你远行。
Oh, next week is going to be 1 point. Why did I say 1 point? 3.0. So that will be definitely fun. I might do some videos that just kind of focus on gameplay for that area, because I want to like keep things interesting, which I kind of struggle with already with these videos. Like, it's just the same thing over and over again. That's why I try to think of like different team comps or different things to talk about. But I think having more variety than just posting this playthrough of me trying to get this achievement might be interesting. I don't know. I know that there are definitely probably parts of this story. Well, obviously I'm going to be recording the entire main story of my playthrough. But I wonder, ugh, it's one of these ones, okay. I mean, that's fine. Kind of annoying that this boss doesn't have any imaginary weakness, but you know, that's the trade-off of running a mono team.
护你左右，领你远行。
生存还是毁灭，你别无选择。
好梦成真。一无所有，或者赢下所有。不枉离身。
Yeah. I wonder if we'll be able to just finish this elite enemy off without it even attacking. I like when that happens. It gives me a lot of great satisfaction.
不枉离身，护你左右，领你远行。
Yep, okay. Yeah, cool. It's always fun when that happens. Let me get... okay. I don't like the one that it takes the HP out of your thing for that, but whatever. Okay. Just wanted to check and see. I could have, I guess, gone to that one, but actually if we go up here and then down, that should be fine, yeah. I'm trying to map out. Yeah, sure, that'll help. I guess.
生存还是毁灭，你别无选择。
冥界冥界，
生存还是毁灭，你别无选择。
Nice, okay. I always get kind of nervous when I go up against the swarm enemies. I don't know. I think it's just because it is possible to get overwhelmed if you're not careful, which has even with... I'm going down this way, so I really don't need that. But I always get kind of nervous with them because even though I have like a good team, RNG can be like a bitch.
生存还是毁灭，你别无选择。
护你左右，领你远行。一无所有，或者赢下所有。
At least I think because my effect hit rate is so high with Welt, it's almost guaranteed to for him to imprison enemies every time. I do not remember what the percentages were because I knew that like a certain level, a certain amount of effect hit rate will allow him to imprison enemies 80% of the time. And I think that was around 40 something effect hit rate. I am not sure. I honestly haven't looked at the exact numbers for like ages.
强敌在前，也不妨一试。
But I think with this, I feel like a 60% hit rate, effect hit rate is still like enough to guarantee that it happens majority of the time.
或者赢下所有。好梦成真，福往离身。
生存还是毁灭，你别无选择。
Yes, I wonder what is causing... Okay, so this is number 3 for that ultimate. Yeah, so... But... Jeez.
生存还是毁灭，你别无选择。
我买单。
Well, this is certainly fun, in the very least. At least for right now. We'll see if it still is fun later, but... I don't know. Guess we'll find out. We're still not doing too well with the passive effects, either. I completely forgot that I was going to look up if there was any like tricks or tips for getting this achievement aside from like just going through it over and over again. Whoops. But I have been kind of busy with work starting up, and then we're getting back into the full swing of things next week. So hopefully I have enough energy to be able to continue doing these videos. I want to, in the very least. Yeah, we're only at 160, so we only did like, what? Like 20, I think. So we only did like half of what we actually need. Okay, fish out. Let's do this. Oops, I kind of forgot to press start. It's been a long day. I might be a little bit stupid, but I mean, it worked out anyways. Yeah, I don't know. There's just, I feel like half the time, I feel like the only people that ever say that the only people, like sometimes I feel like people who say that, oh, people are so chronically online are like the chronically online people. Because it takes one to know one, you know. But also, there's sometimes I look at people and be like, how, like, why, what are you on? Like, I know that, like, in a lot of spaces, especially on Discord, like, tone tags are a really big thing, and I don't like them. I cannot use them. And I got, like, someone told me that I was, like, ableist for saying, for them to not use tone tags directed at me. And like, how am I being ableist to you? Last I checked, you have words you can use to ask for clarification on a message if you need it. Not as ridiculous though as someone else in that same conversation saying that, me saying that I didn't like tone tags being used on me and for people not to like use them on messages directed towards me was me policing them instead of setting boundaries. Because apparently boundaries are not, don't do X thing, which is wild to me because like the purpose of a boundary is literally be like, hey, don't do this. I don't want you doing this. Like, stop. And like, I feel like it's kind of like a more of extreme type of, like, I always end up thinking about the extremes when trying to think of examples, because like those are the first ones that come to mind, you know. So I was like ruminating over that whole entire conversation during work, and I was like, in my head, I was like, why is it always with the tone tags? Like, you always debate and argue with people about tone tags, and it's never like, I don't know, like if someone else had another boundary, like if you told someone in real life not to touch, like if someone was like, hey, don't touch me, you wouldn't argue with them and be like, well, why can't I touch you? Or, like, I want to touch you. It's like, why? And so I was thinking about that in my head, and like, I guess it's because of like, I was just thinking about that whole like talk they always give at colleges and stuff about like, you don't force someone to drink tea if they don't want tea, you know, like that whole metaphor. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And so I was really like, in my head, my imaginary conversation in my head with that was me just ruminating on this thing. I was like, why do you always argue with people about tone tags and never on other people, on like other boundaries? Like, would you, okay, please don't die. Okay, you died. Okay, you're back. But like, I guess the way it's like, if someone told you they didn't want to drink tea, why would you would not force them to continue to drink the tea. You wouldn't force someone to do that, because that is bad. And I guess, like, yes, that is a very extreme example of boundaries. But, like, I don't know. I am someone who's very firm on my boundaries, because I am frankly tired of getting, like, walked all over. And it took me a very, very long time to learn to set boundaries with people. So it was like, once I learned to stand my ground and stand up for myself, I am not going back from that. Like, I don't care if someone calls me, it's not ableist to not want someone to do something to you. Just in case anyone needed that PSA, if someone doesn't want something done to them, you don't do it. You respect their boundaries. You don't make them drink the tea when they've said no multiple times. I don't know where, like, I guess it's just a chronic internet thing that people think they can get away with whatever they want. I'm like, no. No, you can't. And like, yeah, it's definitely just petty internet bullshit that I shouldn't be paying attention to. And like, and at some point, it's not even about the boundary rule that I have. Like, with me and like not liking tone tags. Like, at some point, it's not even about the tone tags being used. It's about the boundary that I set that's being broken. Like, that matters more to me about, like, if someone was doing something else, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of an example. Like, again, it's such an online thing that, like, that's all I can think of examples. Like, if I would react the same way to someone continuously using tone tags when I've told them, hey, stop doing that, and if they were breaking any of my other boundaries. Because it's not about, well, it's partially about the action, like, it's the action, not the content that's going on, if that makes sense. Like, it's the fact that people think it's okay to break boundaries. And you know what excuse they use for it too? They always use an excuse to break boundaries. It's like, oh, well, they're for myself. Well, then use them, like, either clarify in your messages that, hey, I'm using tone tags for myself, or don't use them in public servers. Just don't use them in public. If you're like, or like, the tone tags are for someone else if they read the conversation. Like, who, what, and where? Like, I never back read a conversation wondering, like, oh, what is someone's tone in this conversation? Because, one, I'm not in the conversation. Two, it's none of my business. And, like, you can argue about, like, oh, it's accommodations. Oh, I need them. Like, no, you don't. You do not need. It's a want, not a need. And I think people forget that there's a difference between a want and a need. You want tone tags to be used. You don't need them. I don't know. I just find it very, very funny that because me saying I don't want tone tags being used on messages directed towards myself does not mean that I think they should stop using tone tags altogether. I think there's something lost in, I don't know, because it's all English speakers here. Like, what is getting lost in translation where don't use tone tags on me equals don't use tone tags at all? You know, it's such like a ridiculously stupid thing that I don't know. I just need it. Like, it's been making me mad all day because people are being, like, for the past 3 days. This has been going on for the past 3 days. I asked someone, hey, don't use tone tags, and they start getting bitchy at me for, like, a boundary. It's like, and they're like, you're being mean. Like, you're being mean. Why are you doing this? This is like the 50th time that I've told people to knock it the fuck off. I think anyone in my situation would be frustrated. But maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe it's just a problem to set boundaries for yourself. maybe I should just let people walk all over me again. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to do that anymore because it's bullshit.
生存还是毁灭，你别无选择。
And frankly, I have more important things to worry about than whatever the hell is going on.
买了，一无所有，或者
I don't know. Sorry for going on a tangent. It's just like really frustrating the past few days to have to deal with people being like ridiculously stupid. Like, I
买了，
honestly, I don't give a crap if you use tone tags or not in general. Like, if they help you, then cool, good for you. I just find them personally condescending and belittling, and I don't want them used on
所
me
有，或者
because of that.
赢下所有。
And it shouldn't be very hard. Like, I don't know, you just don't question people about that kind of, like, maybe that's how, maybe the younger generations just have zero concept of respect, of respecting others.
离身，护你左右。
But then it always just devolves into like a back and forth of like, well, if you were respectful to me, then I would be more respectful to you, but you're being mean. I'm like, well, see, the thing here is, I'll tell you a secret. I am a perfectly well-adjusted person that can get along with others,
小心，
providing
一无
that
所有，
they don't do shit that pisses me off. And I think that goes for everyone. Like, everyone is nice until you piss them
生存还是
off,
毁灭，
until you break their boundaries repeatedly and think that it's fun to debate and throw baseless accusations at people.
生存还是毁灭，
Like, I always say that, like, hey, quid pro quo.
生存还是毁灭，
You get what you like, a quid pro quo on respect. Like, I am respectful of people who are respectful to me. I treat everyone with the same base of respect until they do something that pisses me off. And then that's when I start getting nasty because they deserve it at that point. They don't know how many times, like, I don't know, it just pisses me off. And I'm sorry for going on this huge rant at the end of my video, but it's just something that I need to get out. And like, once again, with this video, was a lot more successful than I thought it would be. But we still didn't get the achievement, which is fine. And so, I'm sorry that, like, I'm just gonna keep apologizing for that tangent, but hopefully, not tomorrow. Hopefully Monday will be better. Fingers crossed, I'll have more to talk about instead of me bitching about online bullcrap. But I will see you all, for this series, I'll see you all on Monday. I have the other video that's gonna be pre-recorded and uploaded on Saturday. But I'll see you guys later. Bye.